What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week we are back on our bag Squarebody. Last episode we did the complete coolant system in this truck. Well, this week we're going to be doing all kinds of little odds and ends, like a really cool fill point for our fuel system. But before we get to that, we're going to be jumping into the cab and we're going to be tackling a few little things off of our punch list. Next up, we're jumping into the interior of this thing. We're going to sort out our drive-by-wire gas pedal, ICT billet, pick that up, as well as a mounting bracket, which honestly is pretty close to where we need to be. We got to mount this bracket somewhere right about here on the firewall. It does have this little bump out here at the transmission tunnel. Not really sure why they even did that, because there's a lot of space in the engine compartment around that area. But either way, I'm not going to recreate the wheel, but I am going to fabricate a little extension off of this bump out, just so we could grab that third bolt hole here, and then we'll be able to bolt our drive-by-wire gas pedal right onto this mount. That way you don't have any fasteners sticking through the firewall in the engine compartment. So I'm gonna get a couple measurements, get some metal cut, get this stuff welded on. Should be rocking and rolling, baby. We got our gas pedal tacked up on our firewall. I'm doing that so I can go ahead and remove the pedal itself, leaving our mount on the firewall, because there's a little section in the back here where it's just kind of suspended off our firewall. So I'm going to be building a little bit of a box out metal structure to support this. We just want to give it plenty of support. That way when you're mashing on the gas pedal, it's nice and tight and strong and doesn't break off. So we'll get that done. I'll be able to finish this up. All right, we are working on getting some of our electrical components squared away in our Squarebody. Next up is my Holley Terminator ECU. We're gonna try to keep it simple. We're just gonna make a plate for this to mount onto. I'm gonna use some angle on the back of our plate with a couple little flanges, if you will, coming off it that we'll be able to bolt into our firewall with some studs, very similar to how I just did the throttle pedal. So that way the whole assembly can come off, and we can run carpet up. And we only have to make provisions to put the carpet through the studs. All right, we got our Holley Terminator ECU mounted up. Everything worked out real nice. Andrew wanted the wires facing down. I'm not really sure why, but he is the wire guy. So as he wishes, that's what I do. So now we got that mounted, we got our throttle pedal mounted. Next thing is I'm going to be mounting our Dakota digital stuff for the gauge cluster right up there on the mount for our steering column. I'll probably use those two holes right there with those two screws sticking out. I think they're self-tappers. I may not use those. I may just drill those out and put a rib nut in there, but that's my plan. I already got my piece of 16 gauge bent up over here. Got this bent up, so I got my holes laid out here for our two little control boxes. Boom, boom. Those are gonna sit up there like that. So we're gonna be putting some riv nuts in, and then we're gonna get these two holes laid out on this little flange up here, and then I'll just get bolted on. It's pretty simple, but that's what you need. All right, in order to move forward with getting our tank mounted, I need to get the bed back on this thing so we can verify where this thing's gonna live. Also, while I have the bed on, I could finalize our fuel system. We drilled out the holes in the back of the frame for the bed supports, so a lot of action could happen once we get our bed back on. It's probably not gonna live on here forever. We gotta keep this ball moving down the court. While we are waiting for our headers to come in, I can't finish our exhaust. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this thing back into the center of our shop here. Look at our new sign. I got that hung this morning. It's pretty cool. Anyways, I moved our chain hoist over. I'm gonna go ahead and get the bed up onto the chain hoist. Chain hoist. Yes, chain hoist. We get the bed up on the chain hoist and we're gonna roll the truck underneath the bed, get that thing set on there. I'll probably go ahead and let it live out here while we're kind of playing with some stuff around. So let's get this bed up in the air, get this truck underneath it and get it mounted up. All right, we are moving along with our Squarebody. I've been spending a lot of time in the back of this truck working on our bed, framing, but I'm going to be working on some of our fuel system. First thing I'm gonna be doing is I got this hidden fuel fill through our tail light. This is also a part that from LS Fab sends out, or sells rather. Looks like it comes with some templates, so I'm gonna be cutting some templates out. Comes with a cool sticker. We got our fuel fill, which I'm assuming will get mounted into this, I would assume. Probably down there on the bottom. You got your grommet there for our wiring for our taillights. So we're gonna get that thing started. That way we could figure out exactly what we need to get the actual fuel fill tubing or piping, whatever we're gonna be using, to our tank. So we'll be getting our tank in as well. And that kind of just starts the ball rolling with back here, because the next thing we're gonna be figuring out is where we're gonna be placing our air management and our tank. So let's get this thing started. All right, here we are. It's kind of a good thing that we did get the bed set, because I wanted to put the tank back here and there's just no room for it to live. It seems like a lot of space back here, but with the actuators going from the bottom of our little frame rail, they kind of come up here. So it kind of eats up a lot of that space. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be putting it there. We're gonna be putting it back here. It's kind of fine though, because now you'll get a nice view of our mufflers that are gonna be sitting back there. So this is the general area that this tank's gonna live. It's gonna sit up off the top of our frame rails, just below our hatch here, giving space for all of our fuel system components to come off of our tank and go where they gotta go. So I got some general measurements. We're gonna get some angle cut. We'll be able to be bolted into our frame. We're gonna build off of that, building a horizontal piece of steel, tube steel, that we're gonna be mounting some brackets off of that for our compressors, for our tank, and for the ECU for the air ride system. All right, it's out of control over here. We got our tank mounted up on our bracket. I think it's in a really nice spot. Now what I'm gonna do is build a couple mounting brackets for our compressors. I'm gonna have them sitting like so, voila. Get some 3/16 steel cut, and we're just gonna weld it right onto this 1-inch square tubing that we have here. So that should be pretty simple. Let's get her done. All right, guys, we got a new kid in the shop. We got Marcelo Jr. Marcelo, how old are you?
28.
28, and give us a little quick introduction of Marcelo.
I have two kids, one on the way.
Really?
This is the
3
official announcement on the third kid.
Congratulations. Wait, ow. Congratulations. Where were you born?
I was born in Brazil.
To the bang.
To the bang, to the bang. I was raised here, whole life in Boca. I'm a bit of a stance kid,
Oh.
and I kind of like to go fast.
Are you a mechanic?
Kind of.
Well, welcome to the team. What are you doing today?
Installing shocks in this truck. So right now I'm taking the spacers out to put the shocks in.
All right, sweet. We're going to save that. We're going to make something out of that. I already see it coming.
All right, so what I'm doing here is I have to take apart the top. I was trying to do it from underneath, but to make it easier on myself, I'm gonna take apart the top here, take out a few bolts over here, and one that's all the way up here, and then we'll get that out, and I'll put the shocks in, and I'll show you guys that in a second.
All right, we're getting started here on the fuel system on our Squarebody. We got me and Junior. Junior's got a fresh t-shirt on, and I was able to squeeze myself into this large Radium t-shirt. The gym's paying off. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start with our filter. We're gonna be mounting it with the Radium brackets provided right up here on our C-notch. That way our 45 is gonna come down the C-notch here, and then come on over to our tank and our pump, right to the pump. We got our tape on our rail, so we're gonna mark our bracket, get that drilled out and put some flush mounted riv nuts in there, and then we have a place to kind of start. So that should be pretty simple. Let's go ahead and get this marked and we'll start there. All right, we got our filter set in place. We have our array of fittings here off of our pump with our 90. So we're gonna go ahead and make up this fitting here with our hose, and then we'll come back over here and we'll stretch it out, lay out our clamps here on the frame. We'll do one on the bottom, one here at the top, and then we'll mark our hose here at the filter fitting, and we'll take that back over. We'll get that made up, and then this section should be complete. And then we'll continue running it down the frame to the motor.
All right, here we go. We got it from the tank to the filter. Flush mounted with T-clamps. Make sure there's no tension on the fuel hot. And now we're gonna do all the way to the front of the truck.
All right, we are juggling around, shifting some stuff around the shop, getting ready to get our Squarebody up on our 4-post lift. And while we have our bed off, I'm gonna be doing a couple little odds and ends underneath here. Like we're going to need to cut some of this material out of this back of our bed support, which we're not using these 2 mounting points anymore anyway. So by cutting some of this material out back here, we'll be able to slide our fuel fill through this section in between our new support and the old area. That way we could bring it up through here and get it connected into our tail light fill point. All right, now that we got all that meat cut out from the back of our bedside, now it's time to go ahead and finish up with our fuel fill door, which was previously installed. I haven't put the lighting lens or the bucket on yet, but first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and pull these 3 Phillips tip screws out, and we'll get our fuel fill into position. And then we have an array of silicone fittings like this here, Vibrant. This is 1.5 inch, so we're gonna run an 1.5 inch pipe, stainless steel pipe, going down to the area where our fuel cell is. Right up in here, we're gonna transition from 1.5 inch to 2 inch and swallow the fill neck on the tank. So in order for me to do that, I'm gonna need to get our fuel fill in position so I know exactly how much to cut off of the top of our 90 here. So we'll get that done, and then we'll start fitting up some of the fuel fill goodies. All right, guys, we got our LS Fab taillight door all put in. All the fuel system is all hooked up to it. And I'll tell you, this thing was pretty easy to install. You definitely have to be creative, and you have to have a whole lot of cutting tools nearby. So it's definitely something you guys could do in your garage. And what I like about it is it's gonna keep our bed looking really clean and sleek, since we don't have to have anything popping up through the bed to fill up our fuel tank. So we got that done. We got our whole Radium fuel system complete. So this thing is getting super close to getting fired up. We are also making some really big progress on our twin turbo Continental, as you see here. So if you guys want to see some of this action and some of our Squarebody stuff, we also have a whole new shop build coming in. It's something we've built in our shop before that I sold at auction and lost my tail on it. So we got some new content coming out for you guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss all the action. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Peace.